I'm Shannon.
And I'm Holly.
And this is a Girls Gone Curious podcast, where we talk about things that make us curious. So grab your favorite drink, sit back and relax, because your show is loading. Today's episode includes strong language. This podcast is not suitable for children. Please listen with care. It's that time for some Reddit stories.
Of course, we're going to start it off with Am I the Asshole? So, am I the asshole for yelling at my obsessed wife? I have a feeling he is.
What is she obsessed with? Because if she's obsessed with him, then no. Coffee?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's find out.
True crime? Oh. Why did this circle back to me?
I think you just checked everything that relates to you. Oh, fuck. Okay. Hello there. I'm currently typing this from my car after my wife has told me she doesn't want me near her right now. Hoping this thread will be a wake-up call to her. My wife, 33 female, is a big nerd, which I normally appreciate, but she is taking things way too far today. She took today off of work so she could be up at 4 a.m. to play her online game at launch. I didn't wake up until about an hour ago, 10:30, and she was still playing. I mentioned that I was hungry, hoping we could make breakfast together, which we like to do together. She instead said that I should order us something from DoorDash. I'm in the middle of a dungeon and may be a while. I didn't really want to get takeout because we had already discussed ordering pizza tonight for dinner, and that's a lot of takeout food in one day. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, like, get over yourself.
I calmly explained this, and she got pissed and shrieked at me that she just wanted one weekend to focus on her video game.
Did she really shriek at him?
Yeah, or did she I just want some
Yeah.
time to play video games.
Right.
I said that it was unfair to our family for her to isolate all weekend, and she got even more mad, telling me that I have two hands and could feed the goddamn cat. I was in tears at this point, and I did raise my voice and said that I was worried she's obsessed with this game and maybe needs professional help.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Where the fuck did you find this story? On Reddit, obviously. She threw her car keys at me and said that I need to get out of her face, that she works all the time and doesn't ask for much, and I need to leave her be and get out of her face for a few hours. I am truly concerned that she has become obsessed with this online game, and I'm hoping that maybe reading this thread will wake her up to it. But I might have been the asshole too. No shit.
Yeah.
Edit. Some additional info I forgot to add. It isn't just today. For the last few weeks, she's been hyping herself up for this. When the game got delayed, she moved her vacation time rather than just keep her previous days off and spend it with me. She's been absolutely freaking out about this game, and I don't understand it, and it scares me. What the fuck? It's a fucking video game.
I have so many things to say, but I'll wait.
Okay, we'll go into the comments and then we can figure out.
We can debrief.
Yeah. Comment number 1. Dude, she isn't obsessed with a game. A lot of people wake up early, stay up late for launches of games. It's not unusual. It sounds like you're just mad that she's not cooking for you and that you have to feed yourself and the cat.
Mm-hmm.
When you mention you like to make breakfast together, how much do you do in that? I also call bullshit on the calmly explained and she freaked out and went hysterical portion of this.
Yeah.
Chances are you whined about it and she got annoyed. And do you have kids? Because if you don't, and it's just you two and the cat, then how is playing a game for a few hours unfair? If she works all the time and this is her way to unwind, let her. She's not hurting anyone, and you're a grown adult capable of taking care and entertaining yourself. I also see that she said the dungeon might take a few hours, not 2 to 3 days. You didn't want this thread to wake her up. You just wanted validation from strangers online about your whining.
Mm-hmm.
You're the asshole.
Agree.
100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
Comment number 2. How dare his wife plan a single weekend for herself instead of waiting on him hand and foot?
Right?
Doesn't she know that she's not allowed to enjoy things without his explicit permission? He even hinted to her that she should drop her long-anticipated plans to do what he wanted, and for some reason she got upset. OP, leave her alone. She's not hurting you, and she's allowed to enjoy things.
Exactly. So
yeah, what the fuck?
So let's say she literally takes. So this has been going on for. He's making it sound like it's been going on for like weeks. Months at a time. We get excited about shows that drop,
shows that
games that drop.
Yeah,
we get books and
when that drops, like that's our we make like plans in advance that this day we're not doing anything. Right. We're gonna watch this series that just dropped.
Right. And so I don't understand. And the only thing I can, because I don't,
even if it's like a fucking couple days, right? It's a couple days,
right? And it's not like she's saying she doesn't want. She said a couple hours, and who the hell cares? Like, I'm trying to. I don't know what OP is like interested in. Let's just say if he's into football. I don't know if he is, but let's just say he's into football. Football games, there's usually 3 or 4 a week, depending on if you're college, if you do college and NFL. Okay, so 3 or 4 games a week, couple hours each. She doesn't rag on you because you're.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were doing that.
Yeah.
Or sorry, if he was doing that. I don't understand why this is such a big deal, and if it is because he doesn't want to have to make breakfast and feed the cat.
That's that's a different.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
man-child.
Yeah.
Well, and does he not work?
Right. Like, what does he do to like unwind or whatever? Does he sit there and watch TV? Maybe. I just don't understand because she's so.
Because it says that she normally goes like to work at like 5 or something.
Yeah.
In the morning. And then, like, he didn't wake up until, like, 10:30. So does he not even go to work? And he was, like, asking about breakfast and all that. And
unless it was, like, maybe she works the weekend. And I mean, I don't know. It
doesn't
really
maybe
give a
they
whole
have
lot of...
opposite days. Yeah. But, like, she's been planning this for, like... I mean, he says, like, she's been playing this game for weeks, maybe even months. But, like... She's literally just been planning it.
Right. And the whole thing where he got annoyed that she changed her vacation day. What's wrong with that?
She specifically took those vacation days to play that game.
Right.
So obviously she's going to fucking move it to when the game releases.
Actually, I seriously don't see what the problem is. And this person the OP is definitely the asshole.
Yeah, I don't... What the fuck?
I just don't understand it at all.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Mm-mm.
And he didn't want to order fucking takeout because they're having pizza later.
Mm-hmm. if it wasn't everything else, I could totally like get behind that. Like, yeah, I kind of
I
get
get
that.
like,
But
yeah,
you can get healthy options. Like,
yeah, you can get fucking salads from places.
Yeah.
You can order from like actual good restaurants.
Right.
You don't have to order fast food.
Well, why didn't he like, you know what?
How about
She's been really excited about this, so I'm going to make her breakfast this morning.
Yeah, how about I make her breakfast? Why does both of you have to make breakfast?
Right.
And like the one comment says, how much is he actually participating in
Right.
making that breakfast?
Right.
Is he literally just standing there and handing her like a spatula when she needs it?
Is this a spatula?
Oh, fuck.
No, they're tongs. Get out of the kitchen. Just kidding.
Oh, man, yeah.
That's a whole other situation.
Yeah.
But
OP's the asshole.
yes, agreed. Moving on to Am I the Asshole? Number 2. Am I the asshole for singing at my sister's wedding? I, female 17, have an older sister, female 23, who got married last weekend. The wedding had all of the extended family from her side and the groom's, and we both have big families, so the wedding was pretty big. During the reception, my aunt had requested a song from the DJ and went up to the microphone by the dance floor and started singing along to a Katy Perry song. I assumed she just spontaneously did this and that this wasn't pre-planned. I just assumed this was something any guest could do as a bit. Later, my other sister did the same thing with a different song. Afterwards, I requested a song, Yellow by Coldplay, if that makes a difference, and sang it. My sister, the bride, was giving me a weird look with her hands on her hips the whole time. Towards the end of the reception, when most of the guests were leaving, my sister called me embarrassing and asked why I got up and sang at her wedding. I said that I didn't understand the problem and pointed out that our aunt and other sister also sang. She explained they were pre-planned as a surprise and songs that she wanted them to sing. She said that I sing really badly and she hadn't asked me to sing and that I should have checked with her. I was really taken aback because no one mentioned to me they were planned to sing. How was I supposed to know? I felt really embarrassed and apologized, although I didn't really mean it. I just wanted the conversation to be over. And she said that her wedding isn't about me. I think she'll get over it, but am I the asshole?
I don't know about this one.
I think it's just I don't think so, because she didn't know. It's not like she was freaking trashed and got up and started singing. I mean, she really didn't know. I don't think she's an asshole. I just think wasn't informed.
Hold on, I want to look up the lyrics Yellow by Coldplay. Because,
yeah.
If it has, like, nothing to do with, like, romance, like, wedding-wise, or, like, that it's even, like, a love song or anything.
It's the end of the world as we know it. That might be bad.
Okay, so it seems like it is almost a love song. I think. Yeah. I mean, I've heard it before, but like I just can't remember the details.
Yeah.
Like if it was like a song where it had nothing to do with, like if it was like shots.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I understand getting a little mad about that, but like if you're like singing for the couple at a wedding,
right?
Because I mean, it's not like a wedding fucking karaoke,
right?
I don't think she's necessarily.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think she's an asshole.
But also, the bride didn't mention anything about this, and then also seeing.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird too that like nobody was like, "Hey, if you want to sing a song, go ahead." Like the DJ or whatever.
I wouldn't have the balls to sing in front of a bunch of people.
I would. I've done it before. Sing in front of the whole entire freaking school. Yikes. Comment number 1. The person at fault here is the DJ. Agree. At my wedding, the DJ did not take any requests that were not approved by my husband or myself. OP's sister should be mad at the DJ and stop beating up on a 17-year-old. I doubt one song ruined her whole ceremony.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, it seemed more like it was the reception than ceremony.
Yeah. Comment number 2. Gentle, you're the asshole. Because you're 17 and probably still learning social norms about weddings and life lessons about making assumptions. It's generally a bad idea to do something attention-seeking at someone's wedding. Other people doing it doesn't mean you can without permission from the bride and groom. If your aunt and sister had sung without permission, they would have also been exhibiting asshole behavior, and that wouldn't have made your choices okay. A sincere apology is what really makes the difference here. It may be helpful to acknowledge that you actually hurt your sister's feelings and treat her like her feelings matter to you in this situation. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah. But she is 17 and it's a
She's
fucking
just
what?
she just thought people were singing. Like,
yeah. I mean, I get that point, whereas, like, the brides may be mad and stuff, but at the same time, it's your sister.
Right.
If your sister's singing for you, so what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what if it's bad or not? If she truly means well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I got mixed feelings a little bit.
Same.
Also, I mean, for sure the DJ is an asshole.
Absolutely.
Like,
could have been like, nah, sorry, honey. Not even that. Just like, nah, sorry, you can't.
Yeah. Be like, no one else is singing.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Next category is true off my chest. He cheated. He really cheated. Ruh-roh.
He's an asshole. Oh, we're not in that category, but still.
I'm on my mobile and typing through my tears. Yesterday, I, 26 female, got a "Hey girly" DM from an old college girlfriend, G, 27 female, about my husband, R, 28 male. As far as I knew, she was living in a different city, but apparently she moved to our city like 8 months ago. She sent me screenshots of their messages and their sexts, and had selfies of them after they fucked. Why? I've been busy.
This is exactly why. Because she wanted to send you pictures of them. That's exactly why she took selfies right after they fucked.
I've been busy at work and admittedly not spending as much time at home, but he's the love of my life, and I never thought he could do something like this. I confronted R, and he admitted it right away. He said it was supposed to be a one-time thing. He and G met up for dinner when she moved, but things progressed. So they started dating. Yes, dating. She had no idea about me. Highly doubt that.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't post me on his socials because his online presence is dedicated to his personal fitness business. So she just assumed he was a fit, handsome, single guy. He never mentioned me once. It was only when G started mentioning marriage and kids that R got nervous and dodgy, and mentioned trouble with his ex-wife if they were to get married. Oh, fucking.
Mm-hmm.
The ex-wife being me, the wife of 4 years. She mentioned this because, drumroll, she's 3 months pregnant.
Oh my god.
Thinking they were exclusive, she hasn't slept with anyone else, which means the baby is his. His. She Googled my name and found out that not only were we together, we were fucking married.
So how did she know her name then?
Yeah, if he never talked about...
Yeah, if he never talked about her and she didn't know her name, how did she fucking Google her? And if he never posts anything about her, which...
Yeah.
That's wrong. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going wrong, obviously, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways.
I mean, the OP says that G is a old college friend, so maybe she was just looking up her old college friend to maybe get advice about it. I don't...
Maybe, yeah.
I'm reaching out here.
Yeah.
4 years of marriage, 3 more years of dating, down the drain. I told R to get the fuck out, and he tried to argue, but he knew he had no chance. He's staying at a friend's house, and after lurking on Reddit for so long, I texted him my entire reason for kicking him out. And he sent an apology reply admitting to everything, so I have it all in writing. I'm still messaging G. She feels totally awful about the whole situation, and I really feel for her. We actually become close in the last day or two, as weird as that sounds.
Mm-hmm.
But we're both in the middle of some trauma, and leaning on each other has helped. I'm leaving him, if that wasn't clear. G has also said she wants nothing to do with R except child support. I texted him to come over tomorrow to talk, and he said he would. And I contacted a lawyer this morning and sent her everything I have. She replied after 2 hours and said this case wouldn't be a problem. Basically, it was a slam dunk. She also offered to mention the case to a colleague in family court, but she hasn't made her mind up about that yet. She's just as overwhelmed as I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just grateful I didn't have kids with this son of a bitch. And I'm still young and hot, while ours a gross cheating cheater. Anyway, not really looking for advice here. I'm aware of my way forward. Just wanted to get this true off my chest. Edit. I genuinely thank all for the advice regarding G. I'll be cutting contact after she gets her test results back.
Yeah, like we said from... Yeah.
Yeah. Edit number 2. You all were right. G is up to something. Tomorrow, once I had some sleep, I'll update further. But thank you all for your advice. Where's the fucking update?
Yeah, that's...
Where's the fucking update?
I haven't seen one.
Let me...
Do a little googly.
Okay, so we did find an update. So, well, what an update I have for you all. Last night I got into a huge argument with R over the phone, talking about how I'm a bitch for breaking up with him, and plenty of other nasty things. Through the night I was anxious and insomniac, so as per so much of your advice, I started distancing myself from G. She sensed this and things blew up. She went into a rage and told me she had known about me. She knew I got married through mutual friends on Instagram. My profile is private, but friends and family post about the wedding, so G saw our wedding photos. So she fucking knew?
Mm-hmm.
G texted me this morning after waking up to so many texts. She called me a fake bitch who makes up circumstances and lies about details. I blocked her after that. In my post and my text, I was accurate as possible without divulging too many details. I was also feeling petty from lack of sleep, so I did tag R in an Instagram story telling everyone that he was a cheater, and a few people responded saying they unfollowed and or blocked him. I deleted it after 3 hours, but I know there were screenshots taken and the damage has been done.
I mean, it's the truth. It's not
it's not like she's making up stories.
Mm-hmm.
He called earlier this morning asking to talk, but I said everything was better said over text, so I had receipts, and he obliged. He basically said he accepted divorce, and he'd give me almost everything I asked for, namely our TV and my car, since he'd contributed to some payments. We don't have many flashy things other than our gaming consoles, and neither of us are interested in the others. This obviously wasn't legal binding, but I'd imagine it's good ammo in the divorce. R came by before work to get a bunch of his things and were able to talk face to face. He apologized and asked, almost begged, for my forgiveness. Remembering comments about my dignity, I politely but firmly declined. He actually took this pretty well, and he asked me if I had any questions. I asked him, what the fuck happened? According to R, G contacted him before she even moved. As many were one of them. As many suspected, she knew about me from the beginning, but simply didn't care. She didn't outright that she was trying to get pregnant, but she gloated to her friends about having unprotected sex with R many times, so it's definitely suspicious as hell. He said he just couldn't resist her. To be quite frank, Reddit, I'm hotter than her. There's no question. That's the one thing about this whole situation that brings me a bit of light. Oh, and as predicted by so many of you, G and R are apparently still in a relationship. They're planning on keeping the baby, and get this, 2 or 3 hours after I wrote this out, he posted the gender reveal on his public Instagram. Like I never fucking existed.
Wow.
He's trying to get rent money from me, but there's not a chance in hell I'll be giving a cent to him. In fact, I'll be taking nearly everything. He knows he doesn't stand a chance at getting any of the furniture that I paid for or the vinyls I bought. Fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
So many comments gave great advice, and I'm so grateful. I've officially cut off G, and I'm in the process of cutting off R outside the divorce. I'm living comfortably by myself in our apartment. I have a decent salary, so I can afford it. But I let our landlord know that I'll be ending the lease in 2 months. He has a studio available, but I'm not sure I'll take it. For now, I'm in contact with my lawyer who says this whole process can be done in 6 months if everything goes well. I have a ton of hope for my future, and I truly appreciate all of you who commented on my first post. I might post a further update or I might not. Regardless, I will get a happy ending and I'll be able to start fresh without him.
Hell yeah.
Good riddance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now there is one more update. The previous update in the story happened about 2 years ago, and this last update happened about 9 months ago. So just last year. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this one is titled, My Ex-Husband Cheated on His Girlfriend, and I'm Glad. My 27 female ex-husband R of 4 years cheated on me last year with a college friend of mine, G, and she ended up pregnant. I left him and he moved in with G, and they had the baby. I haven't kept up with them since. As I'm sure everyone's surprised, R cheated on G. I found out through a friend who still follows G on socials because she made a big blasting him and all of his actions. And oh man, what a blast. Y'all, this was the kind of post that's once in a lifetime. G aired all of their dirty laundry, and it's just a hell of a post. G found out R had given her some STI. She didn't specify which, but implied it was treatable, and for some reason she stayed with him. likely the baby he'd just had. But later she found out he'd been cheating since before she even had the baby.
I mean, how is this a shock?
Yeah, I don't know. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Right. And she literally was like...
yeah. Anyway, G found out she was pregnant with their second baby. She told R, and he was so excited, and they went out to celebrate. R got a little too drunk and made some weird fucking comments that made G think something was very wrong. He'd given G his phone passcode, bold as hell in my opinion. And after he passed out, she checked his texts and he had, and I quote, 2 fucking bitches he was texting in his recent messages. I'm glad. I won't say G ruined my life because she didn't, but she planned to separate me and R, and she succeeded. And she's getting her just desserts. She's going to be a single mother of 2 young children. And it's because she was so damn adamant on being with my ex, even though he was a cheater. He got a taste of infidelity and he couldn't stop. And now she's suffering. I hate it for G's kids. They'll grow up with a mom who craves chaos and they won't get the life that they deserve. And I fear her second baby will inherit whatever SDI R gave G. I hope and pray R will take responsibility for his children. Because he wanted kids at some point, and he's great with kids. But oh man, I dodged so many bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I feel kind of bad that I'm happy. But karma came around for them. And I'm not one to doubt the universe's way of balancing itself. I'll just keep going to therapy, doing my thing, and keeping my peace. As always, I'll be just fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's like justice right there.
Mm-hmm. The comments don't really fit since we had all the updates.
Yeah, I'm just not even gonna...
I like this first one though. Is it wrong that I hope you sent G a thank you card?
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, kudos. Like, I mean, we already said that we were thinking that she was.
Yeah, there was something fishy going on. So we were already thinking that.
Yeah, that is...
crazy.
Yeah, I feel bad for the kids.
Yes.
But hell yeah to OP. Like,
yeah.
Man, you dodged a big one. It just sucks because you had 7 years with that individual. And I've said it before, and just fucking get a divorce.
Yeah.
You want to go be with all these... Fine. Cool. Get a divorce. Why stay together?
Because he wants the thrill of having what he can't have. Probably. The thrill of infidelity.
Gross.
Yeah. Some people love it that way, and it's fucking disgusting. Just get a fucking divorce.
Mm-hmm.
You're ruining each other's lives.
Yep.
Yeah, moving on. Lighter now.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Next category is wedding drama. So it happened. My family caused drama at my wedding.
Shocker.
Hi everyone. I've just got married a few days ago. We decided to do a small and intimate celebration after the registry office and then have a bigger reception later. Even so, I was extremely anxious before the wedding, mostly because I was afraid that my parents wouldn't be able to stay out of drama. Unfortunately, my worries came true. But I also want to talk about some mitigating factors in case someone else may experience something similar. Long story short, I cut off one of my siblings, let's call them Gray, from my life a few years ago. I don't talk to them. I've deleted and now blocked them and their spouse everywhere on social media, and I've said everything I wanted to say to them. However, this person just won't accept my decision. Gray keeps trying to insert themselves into my life with my parents' help, or rather, by manipulating my parents. I won't go into reasons why I don't want to talk to them, but let's just say the decision to sever ties with a sibling doesn't come out of nowhere. My other sibling, let's call them Blue, also avoids Gray and feels very hurt by them, but neither of us ever got an apology from them, and we are always the villains in our parents' eyes. Anyway, as I've said, Gray won't take no for an answer. They've been trying to talk to me through my parents on numerous special occasions, such as my birthdays. My parents would wait for a perfect moment to trap me in a room and force me to video call with them. Gray lives abroad, and so do I. I only visit on holidays. They also tried forcing me to reconcile with Gray via other means, some more manipulative than others, but I stand firm on my decision. I think you can guess where this is going. My parents decided to video call Gray right in front of the guests and shove the phone to my face. Luckily, I have strategically positioned my husband between parents and myself, so they couldn't trap me this time. My husband just looked at the camera and shook his head at Gray, while I turned to my parents and said, "No, that's it. That's all I've said. No need for an explanation. No is a complete sentence. I just want to say that."
Yeah.
They tried saying something in return, but I interrupted them with another no. There was radio silence on Gray's end, except their kid was screaming in the background. The show's over. Well, my parents, especially my dad, were really upset for the rest of the evening. My dad also took it out on Blue and accused him of manipulating my opinion of Gray, even though this isn't true at all. My mom later apologized, and I told her exactly how I felt and how inappropriate it all was. But I don't know whether this situation will teach them a lesson. The story may seem very mild compared to other stories on this sub, but it was a big deal for me. One look at Gray can trigger a panic attack in me. Gray did way too much for me to forgive and forget. Now, on to the mitigating factors. Those guests, and my husband, of course, who were aware of the situation, immediately jumped on to comfort me. They've listened to me vent endlessly about what had happened, but they also were very discreet in front of the rest of the party. I'm so thankful for them. They did everything to make sure that our wedding went on smoothly after that. The night before the wedding, I've listed all the possible things that can go wrong, and this was one of them. I have then made a list of ways I can mitigate those situations, and that really helped. I felt more prepared for the chaos. The bottom line is this: you don't choose your relatives, but you can choose your friends and those who you call family. Surround yourself with the right kind of people, and you will be able to create great memories no matter the circumstances.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
To the point where this Gray person did something so bad to where just like seeing him or like seeing this Gray person or even hearing their voice sends them into a panic attack.
Yeah.
Something big obviously happened. Yeah. Or even if it's not big, it's something that's at least big for her.
Right. And absolutely. Like, I understand the parents wanting everyone to get along, blah, 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 but clearly something happened and they don't give a fuck whatever Gray did to OP.
Yeah. OP and Blue.
Yeah.
The other sibling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's her fucking wedding.
Yeah.
She can invite who she wants and not invite who she wants.
Exactly. Comment number 1. I'm so glad you have a great husband and friends to help with what your parents did. Congratulations on your marriage. You might want to think about whether you need to spend much time with your parents, considering that they don't respect you in regard to Gray. That's what I was thinking too. They literally fucking corner you. I'd be like, you do that again, and I wouldn't even give it an option. I would just be like, we're gonna go no contact.
No contact. The thing is, even if like you don't talk to your like siblings and stuff, your parents shouldn't be pushing that on to you.
Right.
It's gonna push other siblings away.
Absolutely.
It's going to push the other children away.
Yeah. Comment number 2. The smartest thing you did was mentally prepare yourself ahead of time for this. Your husband and friends are great people, and your parents need to either respect you or you might need to go no contact for a while.
Exactly.
And this is the shittiest part of it all. You should not have to be preparing yourself on your wedding day for the shit show that could happen.
Yeah.
Because your parents are going to try and corner you to get you to talk to a sibling.
Yeah.
That you don't want anything to do with.
Yeah, and it seems like the parents just want OP to apologize, not Gray to apologize.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what the situation is, but it honestly doesn't matter what the situation is. It's your wedding. You shouldn't have to feel cornered or anything like that.
Yeah, pressured any sort of way.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, okay, moving on. That one wasn't very much later.
Next one should be.
Okay, wedding planning is our next category.
I wonder why it's wedding.
I wonder why. Wedding planning mistakes that nobody wants to talk about. Tips and advice. So, last year, my best friend got married. And obviously, I helped her out with planning as much as I could contribute. When she came back from her honeymoon, we all met before she went out to a different city with her husband. It was a nice chit-chat going on. When she talked about certain mistakes she made while planning the wedding mid-convo, which made me think planning an entire wedding is such a huge responsibility. And I will be honest, I found those points valid because I myself noticed those things in many weddings. So, I feel like those are very common mistakes. And I thought to share them with you guys as well. Underestimating guest logistics. The first point she mentioned was guest logistics. Parking, restroom access, seat flowing, and elderly accessibility. These small details can impact the entire experience.
I mean, look at some of the venues that we've already gone to.
Yeah.
Like, there have been some where parking is like beautiful.
Yeah.
And then other ones it's like, where's everybody gonna park? There's like 5 parking spots.
Yeah. No buffer time in the schedule. Believe me, I've also noticed this thing. Hair and makeup runs late. Photos take longer. Traffic happens. A tight timeline creates unnecessarily panic.
Right, and it should be a pretty good flow. Like, you guys don't want to have to be stressing about anything.
No, yeah.
The only thing you guys should be worrying about is, do I have food in my teeth for the picture?
Or, please don't fall on the face.
Right.
Please don't fall on my ass. Trying to please everyone. Family expectations can slowly take over your original vision. Many people won't relate to this, but this is what my friend felt while planning the wedding. She was overwhelmed by the expectations. Yes.
Family expectations. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They are not the ones getting married. The ones getting married is the bride and the groom, or the 2 people getting married. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Not everybody else. I mean, obviously you want them there, but they're all coming to celebrate you 2.
I think that's what I gotta keep telling myself when I talk to my side of the family. It's like, it's my wedding. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to follow tradition if I don't want to. I don't gotta do this bullshit. And I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ignoring power backup plans. She had an outdoor wedding, and just an hour before the wedding, there was an electricity shortage. So, especially for outdoor or larger events, power backup plans are a must. One technical issue can stall everything.
That is one good thing. The 2 venues that you guys had it boiled down to, then out of the 2 that you were picking, both of them had generators for.
Did they?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
So that is good.
I know the one guy was really proud of his generator and his power and his.
Kudos, dude. I know you did it all yourself, and that's impressive. So,
yeah.
Good job.
I don't remember at the first place that we.
Yeah, I don't remember the very first one. Like the very first one?
No, I'm saying like out of the 2, the first one that.
I thought she said. I thought the venue person said that there was one.
That's another question. I'll have to double check with her.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Forgetting to eat or pause.
Yeah.
That's true. My friend couldn't eat properly on her own wedding day. She missed out on her favorite dessert, but somehow we bridesmaids managed to keep some aside for her, which she enjoyed later.
Oh, absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
I will tackle somebody. She is eating dinner right now.
Yeah.
She is eating her dessert right now. You're going to have to wait your fucking turn, because right now that dessert is more important than you. Deal with it.
Planning everything, greeting and meeting with guests, and keeping a check on logistics, couples often realize they barely enjoy their own wedding. I'm sorry, but like when everyone else is eating, I'm going to be eating.
Right. Like
I can greet everyone after I'm eating or whatever.
Right. You guys should be enjoying your food also.
Honestly, like my fiance said, Irish goodbyes.
Right.
Oh, fuck. Everyone talks about booking vendors early and setting a budget, but nobody pays attention to these small details. Couples forget small things because, obviously, they already have so much on their plates to finish that they themselves can't figure out these small things. What's one mistake you experienced or saw someone else experience that no one talks about?
So that list was great. Like that was definitely a good, because they seem like small details, but the power one is a huge one. But the eating thing is huge because
I'm sorry, I'm paying for the food.
Right.
I'm gonna fucking eat the food.
You guys are going to sit down or stand if you want to, but wherever you're gonna be, you're gonna eat the damn food just like everybody else. There's no reason for you not to be eating. And
I'm gonna have a bib to wear with it.
Samesies.
And on the bib, it's probably gonna say, "This dress is too expensive, and I need to." Something like that.
So it wasn't really a small detail, but it wasn't one that I thought that we would have to worry about. But now they do like a checklist. So hubby and I, when we got married, we had Judge, who was I guess you could say family friend, who was going to marry us. And he didn't check his schedule. He said he did not have his assistant notify him, and he forgot to check his schedule. So we're all hanging out, Dad and the boys are hanging out at the end of that, and I'm hanging out in the limo,
waiting
at the other end of the aisle, not getting out, and it's like, where is he?
Shit.
Yeah, and he shows up either right after the wedding. I can't. He does show up because it was like it dawned on him, like, oh shit. Wow. I'm supposed to marry people today.
Wow.
So yeah, little details like that is, it's kind of a big detail.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I think we were already married at that point because fellow couple that was getting married, the individual who married them had a friend that
was an officiant.
Yeah, and he said, "I'm sorry, I'm going to be showing up. I don't have a suit. I have khakis and a Hawaiian shirt." And it's like, do it, man.
Do it.
Yeah. That's our vibe anyways. So
don't give up. fuck.
Don't give a fuck. Yeah.
We just need someone
Yeah.
to marry.
Yeah, I was barefoot. I don't give a fuck. I had shoes on, but then I took them off because why?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Anyways, so that might be a little bit more of a bigger detail. But
Yeah, probably. So comment number 1. Honestly, the backup power thing is the only one that I wouldn't have talked about. The rest of this is common knowledge and often discussed.
But not really, though. Like,
Not
for some people,
everyone.
yeah, some people aren't thinking of, like, those types of things.
Yeah.
Like, there's some things on those lists that...
Just, like, get brushed under the rug, pretty much.
Yeah, like, it's not that it's not important. It's just, like, honestly, the no buffer time in the schedule, I have been to weddings where it is literally, like, bam, bam, bam. It feels like your dinner plate is getting removed
Before you're even finished eating?
Yeah. And I'm like, that was a really fucking good salad.
I only got like 2 bites.
So yeah, like,
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%. Like, there's not the comment number 1, but the trying to please everyone, that one I would think would be common. But then again, when you have, depending on the whole family situation, not everybody is,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't know. I don't think that's right, but
Comment number 2. I hate to say it, but everything you described are things that could have been easily handled and dealt with by a professional and experienced wedding planner. Things like a tight timeline are why we add in buffer times throughout the day. I always make slots for my couples to eat privately because eating in front of everyone can really be too much, and you need some alone time, just the 2 of you at some point. I know so many people say it's just not in the budget or they can handle it themselves or with a friend, but you literally just wrote out so many reasons why someone should always factor in a planner when getting married. But the thing is, in this comment, some people can't afford it.
right. Some of them can be very, very,
very expensive.
Yeah. And even so, like, yeah, I just...
Yeah, I'm not really keen. I don't really like those 2 comments.
And I think that
they make some points,
yeah,
but...
and the second one is obviously because they are a wedding planner.
Yeah.
So go after that money, but I don't want to spend it on that.
Yeah, some people can't fucking afford it.
Right.
And it's easier just to, like, assign someone that you know in the family or family friend to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost makes it seem like the comments are saying, like, why are you even, like, writing this advice? It's common knowledge. Right. No, she's just throwing it out there for people who don't think about it.
Right. And I want to say there was, like, thousands of comments. So I don't know if it was, like, people adding to it or, like, oh, holy shit. And, like, the power one was literally, like, the biggest one. And the remembering to eat.
Yeah. It's like, I don't give a fuck. If I'm paying for the food, I'm gonna fucking eat it. I don't care. You all can fuck right off. It's my fucking wedding.
Right. You're all gonna sit here and watch me eat noodle by noodle. I'm just kidding. That would be so weird.
More like me and my fiance are just gonna be fucking down the road or somewhere eating.
You guys are gonna have your decorations covering like in the front, so you guys can just sit behind it and eat.
We're gonna go into the kitchen and eat.
No, you're not. I mean, unless you have like, that's where you guys want to eat.
Oh man.
Wedding drama. My sister picked an inappropriate dress for my wedding reception.
Instant red wine spill.
Yeah, absolutely.
We may not be drinking red wine at my wedding, but there's going to be
something. I'll have food coloring in my pocket.
There's going to be a specific unopened red bottle of wine.
Yeah.
That's not for drinking.
Nope. And you know what I'm doing about it? Nothing. Let me explain. Me and both my older sisters are in our 30s. My older sister has always been eccentric. Kindest, warmest person you'll ever meet. Always like to dress in eye-catching, sexy outfits with lots of skin in the summer and bright colors, at least in winter. I've defended her many, many, many times throughout our teenhood and adulthood. Why would I stop now? Our oldest sister threw an absolute fit over the dress she picked out for her wedding a few years ago. I didn't think it was that bad, but it did have big cutouts, and I understood where oldest sister was coming from. And went out and physically bought her a new dress, but not before causing a fight so big it had my mother in tears. Now it's my youngest sister's turn to be married. I tell her she can wear what she wants, but that it's cocktail attire. Well, part of me wishes I gave her a little more guidance. She picked out a dress that she looks fantastic in, but it's not a cocktail dress. It's a club dress. It's got a sheer bodice with exposed boning, is kind of short, and is just not really a wedding guest dress, unless this is a particularly sexy wedding. Certainly not a the bride is my sister and we're taking family photos dress. My mom told me about it and showed me the picture with the vibe of, I just want to give you a heads up. And I kicked it around for a while, if I should ask her to get something new. My in-laws think I should. My mom thinks she can talk her into a shawl. I opted not to for the following reasons. I did tell her she could wear what she wanted, and probably should have assumed she knew what cocktail attire meant. She's been shamed for how she likes to dress her entire life. Do I think that the sister in question has a strained relationship with attention? Yes. Being the middle child and having a personality disorder will do that to you. Do I think it's notable that she's done this for both of her sister's weddings? Yeah. Do I think it's conscious? No. I don't know. Society likes to try and dictate how I dress as a curvy woman. Why would I do that to her? Me and the sister in question have much different body types. Girl is tall and thin like a model. I'm built like a beautiful Irish peasant who's strong enough to plow the fields and birth the young.
Oh, fuck.
At a certain point, as brides, we gotta just control the things that we can control that actually impact our guests. We can't get in the weeds about every little thing, and our family members and guests are not our props. We really only have the right to tell bridesmaids how to dress. She looked happy in the picture of her trying it on, and that's what matters. We're gonna boogie on the dance floor. One day, I'll look back at family pictures and go, yep, that's her. She looks like herself. Now listen. I understand that this is not going to be everyone's reaction when in a similar situation. Every family has different dynamics and a different story. But I just wanted to vent and share the perspective from a bride who is choosing to protect her peace. I think it's good to share positive stories on this community as well.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the bride doesn't necessarily have a problem with it, then it shouldn't fucking matter.
Right.
Granted, that's definitely not wedding attire.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Does the girl know what cocktail attire is? Like, a lot of people don't know. And, like, I went down this whole other deep dive of, like, something with cocktail attire. And they thought it was business attire. And so they were wearing club gear to the office because they said, well, it's professional. A lot of people, I guess if it's, there's a difference in the attire. But as far as this goes, because we're talking about weddings, like, if the bride doesn't care, then
it shouldn't matter.
Right. The only thing I would say is please make sure to wear whatever you need to make sure your itties don't pop out.
Itties and taco. And peach. Yeah. Just make sure at least it's like all covered so it doesn't pop out.
Comment number 1. I might say I love the dress and it's fine if you wear it to the wedding, but just so you know, that's not cocktail. In case she ever goes to an event where they won't be as understanding.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just to let her know what cocktail is.
Right.
Not necessarily saying, like, you can't wear that to the wedding. Saying, like, give the definition of cocktail attire.
Comment number 2. Yeah, this is actually smart approach. Like she might genuinely not know what cocktail means for dress codes and could end up in awkward situations later where someone isn't as cool about it as you are. I had no idea what half these dress codes meant when I first started going to nicer events and just kind of winged it most of the time. Telling her now saves potential embarrassment down the road while still letting her wear what makes her feel good at your wedding. Plus, she gets to learn something without feeling attacked or judged about her choice. Win-win situation, really, since you're being supportive sister but also looking out for her future.
So, moving on to a horror story.
Yay!
And it's dark out. Yay! If you're in Hollywood, Florida, stay away from Jack's ice cream. I don't know if this is the right place to post this, but anywhere else I tried either gets taken down or it's not getting enough attention. So I'm doing this here, but I don't really care anymore. I just want somebody else to know about it in case they've seen it too. I live in Hollywood. Not the fancy part near the beach either. West Side. Around the stretch between Sheridan and Sterling, where everything kind of blends together into strip malls, laundromats, vape shops, empty storefronts, and old plazas with sun-faded signs nobody bothers replacing. You know the type of places. The kind you drive past 1,000 times and never remember. About 3 months ago, a new ice cream parlor opened up overnight in one of those dead little plazas off North 56th Avenue. The space used to be a tax office or something. Windows covered in brown paper for years. Then one morning, it was just there. Bright pastel colors, pink neon, clean as hell, like Disney clean. The sign said, Jack's Ice Cream Parlor, you deserve a treat. That slogan creeped me out immediately. Couldn't tell you why. Nobody I knew had seen construction crews. No permits. No opening soon banners. Nothing. It just suddenly opened. And people were going there. Not huge crowds. Just a constant trickle. Moms with kids. Old couples. Teenagers from South Broward. Guys still working in uniforms. Everybody walking with ice cream cones in hand. At first I thought maybe it was some viral marketing thing, a TikTok place. You know how South Florida gets with weird dessert shops. Then the ads started. I started seeing them everywhere. Bus benches, on Hollywood Boulevard, flyers stapled to poles near Young Circle, ads playing on the little TVs above gas station pumps. Even those cheap folded coupon mailers people throw away immediately. Same pastel colors. Same smiling cartoon ice cream man with red cheeks and huge teeth. You deserve a treat. Then I saw the commercial. I was half asleep on my couch watching TV at like 10 p.m. when it came on. It looked old. Not retro on purpose. Actually old. Like something filmed on tape in the 80s.
That's old.
It is. It's, I guess.
That's fine. That's fine.
A man in a white uniform stood behind the counter, smiling directly into the camera. He was wearing an old-timey ice cream man uniform, with a bow tie and hat. His eyes were wide and had the shit-eating grin Kids sat around him eating ice cream sundaes while this weird little jingle played. Bad day? Bad thoughts? You deserve a treat. Come on down to Jack's Ice Cream Parlor. There's a flavor for everyone.
No thanks.
I remember laughing because it was so bizarre. His voice sounded low and raspy, but smooth, like everything he was saying was in a single breath. Then the guy in the commercial looked directly at the camera and said, "From butterscotch to bubblegum, sour balls and cherry blasters." Then it starts zooming in on the ice cream man. Everything cuts out around him. It's just focused on him. The kids can no longer be heard. The music stops playing, and the background behind the ice cream man starts flashing from pale blue, pink, and yellow. Fast as fast can be, lickety-split, the ice cream man says as he looks directly into the camera, holding up an ice cream cone in one hand and smiling the biggest smile I have ever seen. And then the commercial ended there. No address, no phone number.
No customer. Bye.
Just Jack's ice cream. You deserve a treat. Then, that same week, the truck started showing up. Every hour. Not exaggerating. Every single hour. I live in a neighborhood near Taft Street where you mostly hear barking dogs, loud mufflers, and people yelling at each other through apartment walls. Suddenly, every hour, you'd hear this soft little ice cream song drifting down the street. Cheerful, slow, almost sad. I'd look out my window and see this white truck crawling down the road. Kids would run outside for it. Adults, too, sometimes. That was weird. Grown adults standing barefoot in driveways, waiting for ice cream, like hypnotized children. And every single time, the driver was the same guy from the commercial. Tall, thin, white uniform, huge smile. One afternoon, I finally went down. I don't even know why. Curiosity, I guess. Or maybe the smell. Vanilla. The richest vanilla smell you can imagine. Sweet enough to almost make your teeth ache. The truck stopped under the streetlight outside my building. Music still playing softly. The man leaned out the window and smiled at me like he already knew me. "Rough day?" he asked. And yeah, it had been. Work sucked. Rent was going up. My ex had posted pictures with some new guy. My upstairs neighbor had spent 3 hours screaming at each other. Just a normal day in my life, honestly. I laughed a little and said, "Yeah." He nodded like a doctor hearing symptoms. "The world can be ugly," he said. "You deserve a treat." Then he handed me a cone. Vanilla. Perfect swirl. No melting despite the heat. I asked how much, and he said, "Kindness pays for kindness." Corny as hell, but I took it. And honestly, the best ice cream I've ever had in my life. No contest. It tasted cold without being freezing, sweet without being sugary. Every bite tasted like some perfect childhood memory you can almost remember, but not fully. For a second, I felt happy. Not excited, not hyper, just genuinely okay. Like every awful thing in my life had gone quiet for 1 minute. The driver smiled wider. He said softly, "Now you see it." That sentence bothered me immediately. I asked him what he meant, but he just tipped his hat and drove off. That's when things changed. Not dramatically at first, just little things. The next morning, I went to Publix on Sheridan and saw a mother yank her kid so hard by the arm, the little girl almost fell over. The guy in line laughed. Later, I saw a dead iguana baking on the sidewalk with ants crawling through its eye sockets, while people stepped around it without looking down. At work, I noticed how everyone talked about each other. Not normal gossip, genuine hatred. Smiling to someone's face, then tearing them apart 2 seconds later. I started noticing homeless people more too. Not in a noble, open my eyes kind of way. I mean, really noticed them. The infections, the smell, the way people flinched away from them like diseased animals. Then it got worse. Everywhere I looked, people were cruel. A teenager filming an old man who fell outside of Walmart instead of helping him up. A couple screaming at each other in a parking lot while the kid cried in the back seat. A woman hitting her dog outside my apartment complex. It was like someone peeled a layer off the world and showed me what was underneath. Nobody is kind unless they get something from it. Nobody means what they say. Everybody hurts each other constantly. But one thing still remained the same. That damned ice cream truck kept coming by. That damn song every hour. Closer every day. Neighbors staring. Coworkers repeating phrases from the commercial without realizing it. You deserve a treat. I started seeing Jack's ice cream wrappers in storm drains. Melted cones left on benches. Pink napkins blowing across parking lots. Like the city was filling up with it. Last week, I finally went to the actual parlor. I drove there during my break. The place looked normal enough from the outside. Families eating at tables, music playing, neon lights glowing in the windows. But then I walked in. I saw there was nobody inside. It was quiet. Not immediately. Before I stepped through the door, I heard the small hum of a freezer and the lights overhead. But once I walked in, it all stopped. Behind the counter was the ice cream man. Same white uniform, same shit-eating grin. He looked genuinely happy to see me. "Welcome. What can I get you?" he said. I asked him what was happening to me, and I'll never forget his answer. He leaned over the counter and said, "Nothing is happening to you. This is how it's always been." Then he gestures to a window of people outside eating ice cream. The families, the children, the couples smiling when the ice cream dripping down their hands. "Most people need help ignoring it," he said. "That's what the ice cream is for." I asked him what the ice cream actually was, and his smile twitched for the first time. Not bigger, tired, like I'd asked a stupid question. Then something outside started crying. Not a normal crying. Deep, animal sobbing. I looked through the window and saw a little boy sitting alone at a table with a melted sundae in front of him, tears pouring down his face silently. Nobody else reacted. Everyone just kept minding their own business. The boy looked at me and mouthed, "Please." I ran. I generally ran out of there like a lunatic. I could hear the ice cream man laughing behind me while the bell over the door jingled. I haven't gone back, but the truck still comes every hour. And now when I hear the music outside my apartment, I notice something new every time. Couples who hate each other, parents who regret their kids, friends waiting for weakness so they can tear each other apart, people filming accidents instead of helping, people pretending to care, people pretending to love. Everybody's smiling because pretending is easier. Last night I looked out my window and the truck was outside. There were about 12 people standing around in PJs and slippers, waiting quietly in the dark. The driver handed out ice cream to everyone, all the while that music was still playing. Eventually everyone got an ice cream cone and left, but the truck was still outside my apartment. As I looked through my window, I swear he was looking directly at me. Still smiling, that smile. On the side of his truck, I can read the painted letters. There's a flavor for everyone's misery. You deserve a treat. Fast as fast can be. And even from 4 floors up, I could read his lips perfectly. Lickety split. Interesting.
Interesting.
What the fuck's in the ice cream?
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Why was the boy saying please?
Yeah.
This is not necessarily creepy. It's more of like, I don't know, eerie. You get like this weird feeling.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Honestly, when I actually thought it was going to be something like cannibalism.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what's in the
Right.
fucking ice cream.
Right.
So.
Gross.
Like, is it made from like the misery of people's tears?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gross.
I don't know. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Fun as always. With that is all we have for today. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Girls Gone Curious Podcast. Until next time.